Hey, we're playing Red Knife, or the Red Knife. It's an Assassin's Guild thing. That's enough of that. Who are we playing today, guys? I think that last session you guys were all level 0, so now you're all level 1. Uh,
Yay.
so what classes did you all pick? And what was your reasoning for them? Like, do you have any in-character reasons for going that, or like any backstory? What has your characters been doing in the meantime that got them their level?
I picked Monk because my character likes to beat the shit out of things with his fists.
Okay, like a pugilist? Pugilist?
Pugilist.
Pugilist. I don't understand words with more than 3 syllables, sorry.
Oh, that's fair. Me neither, I just say them.
But that is three.
Shut up. 3 or
He
more.
also doesn't know how to count. Give him a break.
Apparently.
Oh, it just means a boxer. Fuck you.
So 3 syllables. So as many fingers as he has, he can count on. Huge. He just can't do it.
Yeah,
1, 2, 3, and then the number that comes after 3.
Pugilist is more of an unofficial boxer.
Yeah,
Right.
it's more of a traditional term. The number that comes after the number that comes after 3.
It's more beat the shit out of someone with my fist than bop him in the face because I was trained to.
Fair.
I'm a pugilist.
No, you
I
aren't.
say one can be the other.
Yeah. Gray, what about your character?
He took a level in Rogue because it just seemed like a natural progression.
Okay. And Cody?
After initially going Sorcerer, which was my initial idea, I have decided to go Warlock.
Oh, okay.
Because Sorcerer bad.
Sorcerer is good
I
in
like Sorcerer.
Sorcerer is good in some situations, but
I didn't care for low-level Sorcerer play,
yeah.
which I think we'll be getting quite a bit of, especially if my character dies. I still wanted to stay Spellcaster, but I wanted to try out Warlock.
Yeah, Sorcerer is just one of those that, it's not that. It's situationally really, really good, but you have to be in the right situation. And I don't think this is it.
That ain't it, Chief.
Out of curiosity, you don't have to tell us who you worship, but just out of curiosity, what path did you go with?
Path. Is that like you get to follow somebody and it gives you those 3 choices?
No. Like, yeah.
Great old one.
Which
Okay, you went with Great Old One. Okay. I can get down with that. Let's go ahead and put on a little bit of music. Just make sure that everything is running. Seems to be.
Dun, 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 dun. Game
Nope,
Freak comes out
that's
of nowhere.
battle music.
Oh no!
Alright, so you guys are.
Game Freak uses class action lawsuit.
So you three, after the time that you spent doing your own things and self-reflection, you stand in front of this notice board. Or like this bulletin board, and it has a bunch of wanted stuff on it, like contracts. And there are 4 of them in front of you. Now, we decided on one of them last week, but you're free to change your mind if you want. The first one, which you guys chose earlier, is about a man who's hiding in the forest near the town of Obsidian Forest. If we go over to the world map and zoom in, World 20 is a little funky. Obsidian Forest is right over here on the southeastern part of the Tarvian Range. So it's a little bit of a trek from Brindale, which is where you guys are, but you'll probably just be able to take a ship to Neuroxus and then hike north. And that'll probably not be too bad.
Okay.
And the contract is that they want a ring returned that the guy stole, and they also want the thief made an example of. There's a 100 gold reward on this contract. It's probably the lowest priced one. And also seems like it might be the easier one. There's another contract that a noble lady wants her bastard son disposed of, and she wants the death to look like an accident. That one's a 250 gold reward. That one is over in Garten. Or, no, I'm sorry, it's over in Lostbourne. So it's a half-elf. That one is a 250 gold reward. Then there's a person named Sabers, who is a guild member, who is imprisoned in Wayland's dungeon and needs broken out. That one, the reward is a favor from the guild and a 200 gold reward. And the last one, so there's a total of 4 of them. The last one is that someone in Shazar has 2 rivals. He wants one of them killed and the other framed for it. And there is a 500 gold reward on that one. And on top of that, it's noted that if this one is completed to specification, he will start selling his weapons to the guild.
Alright.
So this is, if you guys want, you can change quests, or you can, keep with the one you chose last session. I'm okay with either.
Personally, I am.
Well,
Since we're still-
let's fade in character as you guys are standing in front of this notice board.
Oh, before there was one thing I wanted to ask, because, I mean, I'm voting for just doing the ring one because we almost botched the last one, but how are we dealing with returning the ring? I thought we were supposed to be secret. Do we bring it back and the guild just, like, sends it to them?
Yeah, you have to bring it back to the guild, and the guild takes care of it.
I think we should do the first one. That sounds like we have the most freedom there. We could just kill whoever the fuck we want. Doesn't that sound great? I can think of so many ways.
Well, personally, no wait. Yes.
We at least have to find the guy with the ring first. It's sort of part and parcel, you know?
Yes, the first option doesn't sound too terrible.
I just want to kill this man. Can we kill him already? Let's go right now. Let's go now. I want to go now.
Sure. I mean, we have to prepare and whatnot.
I mean, I don't need to prepare for anything. I got all the preparation I need right here, and I just slap my hands together, like my fists together.
Oh.
Yeah, I just sort of look at him and say, we have to find him first, right?
Yes, and then we can kill him.
I should mention that the more well-traveled of you might know that the area around the Obsidian Forest is a little more dangerous than other areas. Just as a heads up.
Monster-wise or bandit-wise?
Both.
Both. Treacherous woods, those. I'm passed through briefly.
As did I at one point many years ago. It wasn't a problem for me.
You don't look that old.
No.
Yeah, I tend to stick to civilization.
All I got out of him. No.
I mean, in human years, I'm pretty old, but I'm in elven years, I'm practically a child.
Restrain yourself. Cough.
Holy shit, you are.
What are they, in their 30s?
No.
60s.
Oh.
Elves reach like adulthood-ish at they reach adulthood at the same time humans do, but they aren't considered adults until they're like 100.
Oh. I see.
I would say that they do mature much slower than humans, like physically, but maybe they're out of puberty in their 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So I'm like a late teenager pretty much right now.
Well,
Just like-
puberty doesn't end in your late teens.
Well,
You
Actually,
you
expect
know what
them-
I mean.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it does actually.
Yes.
Oh,
Here we
Physically,
go.
yes, it
Here
does.
we go.
I guess yes at 9.
This doesn't matter.
Anyway,
DM rolling. In his world. No comment.
So,
Anyway.
are we going or not?
Yes, we should probably go. Obsidian
Before any
Flora.
other weird conversations come up.
All right, perfect. And I just immediately, without any preparation or whatever, just start walking away.
Do I open? Never mind.
Okay.
That's a question for off of stream.
What? I feel like I
Cody.
know what you were going to ask. Anyway, what kind of preparations are you guys making?
None.
Well, because I'm not entirely sure how we'll be doing a lot of this, and I figure we'll end up being, kicking around in the woods for a while. I probably should buy a tent. That's like the one thing I didn't get for my starting.
Yeah, I should probably get some manacles as well. Probably hang the guy from a tree. Oh, also some paper.
Now,
Shitty
wouldn't you
paper,
use rope to hang somebody from a tree?
We can hang him from a tree branches by the manacles. Although we could hang him. Hang him. Put the manacles around his legs. Add the little jangly effect. That sounds expensive, though. How much rope do I have left? 50 feet. I'm still good at that. Paper I would need. Or some sort of writing.
Yeah.
Nope, never mind. I just buy a price of a dagger.
1
I
gold.
was gonna say,
1 gold.
I believe. It might be 2 gold.
I think it is 1 gold.
Let's just say 2 gold for now, and I'll refund you the gold once I find it.
That's fair. There we go. So we won't have option. We won't have any issue. Brutalizing.
Dagger is 2 gold.
Dagger is 2 gold.
Yep.
Inventory. Not done. How much does it weigh?
1 pound.
Dagger. Okay. That's rations, torches, tinderbox, pack, bedroll, basket.
Actually, does anyone have a ranged weapon at all? Like,
Yes.
you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Then my character would probably just ditch his short bow because the only reason he had it was because far away fights.
Okay.
Now someone else has it.
You can sell it for 50% of its profit or
50.
price.
Yeah, I'm gonna sell it. Yeah, I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, go ahead. Short bow. I just closed it.
Oh,
Short
it's
bow.
6 gold, I think. More expensive.
25 gold pieces.
Holy shit, okay.
Yeah, that seems fine. So you can pay or get 12.5 for it.
Okay.
Tent. Yeah, I'll get another. I'll get a tent too. 2-person.
A 2-person tent?
Well, I mean that's the only one I.
Yeah, it's the only one they sell.
There are personal tents.
Personal tent.
Not in the
I'll see it.
base.
Yeah, let me find it.
2 gold for a 2-person tent. It doesn't matter. For me, personally, at least.
2 gold. Yeah, I guess it is, yep. The weight is fucking heavy.
See,
Parchment.
a small tent is 10 gold and it weighs 20 pounds. A medium is 15 gold and 30 pounds. A large is 30 gold and 40 pounds. And a pavilion is 100 gold and 50 pounds.
Jesus. Small.
I think that a small tent is personal.
Yeah, we'll probably have to address some of the prices considering that the amount of money we can earn is so low. I don't mind it in certain areas, but it's one of those gameplay story segregation things.
No, it's fine.
Well, this is the
Pot,
level 1 quest, right?
Iron pot,
Mhm.
2 gold for cooking, I guess. Yeah, I'll get an iron pot.
Okay, a small tent holds 1 medium creature and takes 20 minutes to assemble. Medium tent holds 2 creatures and takes 30 minutes. Large holds 4 and takes 45 minutes. Pavilion holds 10 and takes 90 minutes. Though that can be reduced if more people are working on it.
10 pounds. I'm trying to think of what else. Got the blade. Pots. Got a bedroll. What do we need to brutalize?
I mean,
Got a
I've got
rope?
a hammer and pittance. I've also have a crowbar. You can do a lot of things with basic instruments.
Yeah. I mean, I got the tools myself. I got, I was gonna write like thief on them or some shit like that.
Oh, I figured we would just use like a bit of rope and then
I'll make an example of them.
like
Is
a
it?
wooden sign that has it carved in it, and just hang his ass around a tree.
Fucking sign.
Is it possible to buy a vial of acid?
Yes.
I think.
As far as
Yes,
I'm aware.
it is. I believe
Acid.
it is.
25 gold.
It is, but I didn't know if the price would change for this campaign or how available it would be in the city or the Thieves Guild.
Chemical tools is probably where it is.
It's actually under adventuring gear.
It's the second item in
Oh,
adventuring gear.
I'm looking at a different book.
Where the hell is the?
Block and tackle.
No, it's probably under
hmm.
6. I'm seeing acid.
It's not in the handbook, is it?
It's in, the one I'm looking at is the main handbook.
I will give you guys the book that I'm using for these
That's
prices.
Pathfinder.
Fucking first edition.
Oh, that'd be Pathfinder First Edition. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, well, I had the book for it, and they're, I mean, it's not like these. I mean, they're items, you know, like they're. It's not like they have stats.
Expanding the amount of items is pretty decent, but it's just the whole balancing prices.
It's the same thing across editions.
2-person
Apparently
10.
not.
2-person 10. 2 gold.
Yeah, apparently not.
Well, the amount of gold that I'm giving you has nothing to do with anything with this edition. Like, I'm not looking at a 5e guide and seeing, oh, this is how much I should be awarding my players. No, I'm just...
Well, no, not that.
The price of certain items.
Yeah, the prices of items. It's basically the whole thing of like, oh, you want a first level magic item? That's 1,000 gold. Like, holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Because in a lot of editions, they expect you to get a lot more liquid currency.
Also,
Yes, in a lot of other editions, they don't have anything close to a realistic economy.
Yes, I know, which means that you need to then go through and rebalance those prices.
Pathfinder has a more realistic economy.
I know they do.
how much is the smallest tent?
This is D&D though. This isn't Pathfinder. It just muddies things.
How much
Pathfinder is basically D&D. They're basically interchangeable.
Basically, D&D isn't D&D. But how much is the basic tent?
I believe it's 20 gold.
$20. So
Christ.
$200 for a fucking tent. I'll pass on that.
No, small 10 is 10 gold.
$100.
Oh yeah. Okay, a vial of acid is 10 gold, I believe.
No, I'll pass on that. So we are saying it's $100 for a basic tent.
I found acid finally in apparently in Pathfinder it's 10 gold.
Yes, I said that.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
Let's see here. A small tent is, yes, 10 gold.
I'll pass on that for now.
I'm going to buy a vial of acid.
Actually, I can swing that currently. How much does it weigh?
20 pounds.
20 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, tents
Make
are
sure it doesn't
surprisingly
encumber you.
No.
Oh, it's definitely going to encumber me. Dude, I think I have an 8 strength.
I have a
Oh.
7.
I
I
have
can
ten- I have strong.
I can carry up to 35 pounds before I'm encumbered. I had to get rid of all my rations just so I could not be encumbered.
20.
I guess there are certain things I can leave here.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah, you can leave stuff here and it won't get stolen.
Or will it?
You could also just have a bedroll, which is 1 silver and it's 5 pounds.
We don't need a bedroll if we have a tent, do we?
No.
You don't?
Flew you.
I mean, it would make you more comfortable, for sure, but, you know, a bed will protect you from the or a tent will protect you from the elements better than a bedroll, so.
Okay.
I would say, like, if you guys are sleeping on hard ground, like, without a bedroll or a tent, then maybe something would I don't know. I would have to think about it, but if you have a bedroll or a tent, it should be fine.
Okay. Oh, then I'm gonna leave the rope behind.
Yeah, I'm bringing a length of rope to hang them.
Yeah,
How
because
much
I
rope are you
figured,
bringing?
well, 50 feet is the base.
How many feet do you think you need to hang somebody with?
About 10.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because to
It's
make
just-
a noose, it's like a single freaking thing. You make the S and then you wrap it around and pull it through. Cough.
Let's learn how to tie a noose.
It's easy if you're not obtuse.
That song.
Alright. Are you guys all ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So, you guys are starting in Brindale. You are going after the man in Obsidian Forest. You have not
Was
got...
there any more, like, description on who we're looking for, or...
Yeah. It's a human with brown hair and green eyes. He has a crooked nose, and he is rather thin. That's the description that is given.
Okay.
Brown hair, green eyes.
Sorry, where's Brindale on the map?
Brindale is up above Tarball.
Northeast of Tarval.
Oh, that's his Arendelle. That's what.
That is
that's
not
right.
Arendelle.
Green eyes.
Is that a B or an E?
Is that a
and
B?
crooked- No.
That looks like an E.
Let me
That's
see.
an E.
In
It's a B
Brindale?
now.
me. That is Arendelle.
It's a B now.
It is Arendelle, yes it is.
Okay. Okay,
know,
I didn't know if that was the place or not.
Arendale's a better name.
Okay, let's go with Arendelle. Fine.
Can you run through that description once more? Very thin, green eyes, brown hair, human,
Crooked nose.
crooked nose. Anything else?
No, there's
Obviously
no other...
male.
Yeah, male.
Did he give an age range? Younger?
No, that's all
Okay.
the description that's given.
It's gonna be a child.
No children.
No.
That's
A
not a
literal. A literal.
It's for me.
Yeah, it is for you.
No,
If it's a child, I'll do it.
it's gonna be a literal toddler. Uganda. Gonna get
This is
punched by
fucking
a monk.
Uganda.
No, but I like that better.
It's described as man. So,
Yeah, obviously adult.
3 kids in a suit. I'm sorry. You said nothing about killing 3 children, just 1 child.
The only thing that's more dangerous than a rapist is a child.
A child.
Alright. Oh yeah, and also before we leave, I do have that bloody blade from before that last heist. I'd like to just find where my my bunk is and sort of put it there like a trophy.
Okay, these are more like in rooms. You don't pay for them, but you know.
This
There.
was mine. The bloody blade. And who's gonna walk out with that? It's mine.
Okay.
I'm sure.
So you guys
Show
are
me.
What are you,
You-
Liam Neeson?
you guys are boarded up on a ship. Early in the morning, like at the crack of dawn the next day. Do any of you have any qualms with sailing? Have some of you never sailed before, or?
So,
I've never sailed before. Listen.
No, I don't think I've sailed before either. At least, you know, open ocean.
Okay.
well, it's coastal.
Well, yeah, this is coastal, but okay. What's the discussion like as you guys are heading from Arendelle to Neuroxus?
I guess we'd just be
How do
reviewing.
you think we should kill him? Huh? I think maybe I got this pile of acid I could pour it in his eyes so much he screams, you know.
That would probably do little to kill him, and we should probably not be talking about this above deck. Looks around at everybody who's listening in.
Yeah, I just kind of look at him like, good gods, where did they find you?
I get asked that a lot.
We should
Okay.
What
probably,
kind of discretion on this mission?
yes,
I mean, we took the easiest one for a reason, didn't we? To kill. That's why I picked it.
It's for the money.
You know, the best part is not getting caught, right?
Of course, I'm not stupid. We'll take him out into the forest. I mean, it'll be in the middle of the forest, won't it? Won't be anyone around to see him.
We're on a deck right now.
I just continue to
know.
look at him. Just shut up,
You're
fucking
special.
mook.
Oh, what? You're for people who are here? What are they gonna do? Try and push us overboard?
Probably. Or report it.
Fair enough. Make a good argument.
Of course I do.
Man, can we take like weapons and shit from this book? 'Cause there's way more shit in here.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
There's shit like butterfly knives and brass knuckles. Like that's fucking cool.
Butterfly knives, that requires an advanced bit of technology. Is that,
Yeah, that's,
Indian?
if it's not expensive in this guide, then it's going
It's
to
not.
be. Okay, yeah,
It's not.
It's probably gonna be like really fucking expensive, like 100 gold or something, because that does require really advanced stuff.
Oops, yeah.
It
But
also
it
includes
would be-
shit like just kind of basic weapons like glaives and bills.
I think it might be called a Nomish knife, thematically.
Gnomish?
Nomish.
Gnomish?
Cody.
Doesn't matter.
Gnomish?
In this universe, it's called Nomish.
Noms?
Barry has power here.
So the races are noms. It's a race of noms?
Yup.
Nom,
You're
nom,
retarded.
nom, nom.
Yeah, I would say it's probably like 100 gold or something. It's like,
Fucking
I love that
Nomish.
they have an image for a bayonet in this, and that does not look like a bayonet at all.
Fucking Nomish.
let's see, is that an exotic weapon?
With the butterfly sword.
Oh, butterfly sword.
Yeah. They're basically like Chinese cavalry swords. Although they have shit like chain spears in here and chakram.
So I can have samurai armor and it'd be cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah, butterfly sword is fine. There probably would be a butterfly knife, but yeah, like I said.
How would there be butterflies? Like rivets and fucking... all fluffy bits.
Okay, so I was looking up how fast you guys go on a ship. It's about 48 miles per day. This is a sailing ship, which goes at about 2 miles an hour, which isn't much, but, you know, it goes 24/7. We're, of course, going to have a little bit of variation on that because a sailing ship depends on the winds. So we'll see if it takes a little longer or a little shorter.
Not a
Ooh,
huge
winds are
thing.
very favorable. Yeah, it's not a huge thing, but, you know, just for flavor. So about 700 miles. You guys are going probably at about 55 miles an hour because the winds are just so favorable. So 700... divided by 55. So it's going to take you about 13 days to get from Arendelle to Neuroxus. Now,
Alright.
let's see if you guys get any encounters along the way. Probably not. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you don't. And you guys arrive in Neuroxus. Now, Neuroxus is it's a pass-by town. It's almost a city, but not quite. It's kind of the place that you stop by before you reach Stormhall. You know, it's where people resupply. The dock front is actually really nice, but you don't want to go farther into the city. Well, large town. It's in that middle area, you know, where there's homeless people and there's crime, and the place is kind of really shit past the dock district. And the mayor really focuses on that dock district, you know. There's inns, there's whorehouses, there's all sorts of entertainment, and he kind of just lets the rest of the place go to shit.
My kind of town. Chicago is.
Oh,
I think we just make our way through, probably just straightforward.
Yeah, okay.
yeah. I think we should, just sort of get to where we're going.
Yeah, you guys are able to pass through Neuroxus. You get like you guys pass by what you think might be some gang members who are just like sat by an alleyway and they're staring you guys down as you go past, but they don't follow you.
I
Okay.
think we'll get to kill one of them one of these days. So,
Probably.
I hope so.
That's the closest call you guys have, though. And you guys are able to pass through. Now, it is 40, 70, it's about 120 miles to the next town, or until Obsidian Forest. But let's stop at Cylorn first. That is
On the road,
62
I'm just bring up the last conversation. Like, so how are we going to kill this guy? Huh? I really want to know. What are your plans, huh?
Well, I have a multitude of abilities now. I could probably use in tandem with your other abilities. I guess.
Oh, but I think we should do something fancy, leave a mark. You know, like.
Oh, we can
You know
do
what I
that.
mean?
We can do that post-mortem.
Yeah, but no, I want to do some stuff to him while he's alive too, if you don't mind.
The quicker he's dead, the better. Then we can get fancy.
Oh, that's just so boring.
Then we can get fancy with it.
At least let me have like a few minutes of fun, like at least 1 minute.
Assuming we're far enough away from the town.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to have happen is him screaming to high friggin' heaven and having every armed man in a 20-mile
Oh, no.
radius come running.
That's fair. I admit that. But however, if he's alone and if I'm able to do it, just a few minutes, just of me and him time, you know, just a little bonding with him. You know what I mean?
Probably not. I'd rather not risk him getting away. I'd rather kill him and then you can have your fun.
That's no fun though. If
We
he's
have
dead
plenty-
and can't experience it.
We have plenty of people to kill.
And some nobody peasant isn't fun. The only decent fun is if the son of a bitch has it coming.
I mean, come on, really, you're gonna be one of the people with that kind of shit. I mean, a life is a life. Just because someone's lower or higher, one is one. It's just one life. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't just because he's a higher up. Sure, he can be a little more fun, but like, even if it's a peasant, like it's still still fun. You can still make it fun. I can make it fun. I don't know about you guys. You guys are
We'll
boring.
see
You
when
guys
we get there. We'll see when we get there.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and I didn't say high up. I said had it coming. You can be a nobody and have it coming.
Well, that's true, but still, even if they don't have it coming, it can still be fun. Just knowing that somewhere out there, they have a job, they have a family, and you're just taking that away from them. You know, it's fun. Yeah, they're living a normal life, and you're making it just a little bit more interesting for them before their light gets snuffed out. You know,
This is
Understand.
work.
you're allowed to have fun on the job.
Okay. So you guys make your way on to Cylorn. Now, Cylorn is a interesting place. For those of you who haven't been here, it sits maybe like half a mile away from the forest proper. It kind of like sits atop a hill that's like at the start of the plains. So there's like no trees directly near it, but if you walk maybe 15, 20, 30 minutes down the road, you'll come in contact with the forest. And you know that this is kind of an infested forest. There's a very large tribe of goblins that are very well encamped. You know, they have forts within the forest, and this is like west of Cylorn, like the area between Temwood, Obsidian Forest, and Cylorn and Acthben are all like goblin territory and like very encamped. That's kind of why there's not a road straight from Temwood to Obsidian Forest. They had to go around. And Cylorn kind of sits at the edge of the forest here. There is a wall to the northwest facing the forest, as well as watchtowers. There are a few, there's a decent guard that's about, and east of Cylorn is just a whole lot of, like, farmland, you know, fields, all that kind of stuff. There also seems to be, like, buildings that dot the landscape that seem a little bit like defensive structures that, you know, protect the farmland. And you guys, as you kind of walk into town, you notice that the people around here kind of might give you some sideways glances or dirty looks. The people around here seem pretty distrusting of outsiders.
Man, these guys are even more sexy than the ones that you two are.
This is another dump town on a dump road to another dump town.
Yeah. Not my favorite place to be. Not much coin to be made here either.
You guys, all about coin. You can't you just enjoy the moment of the kill?
No.
Oh, sorry, I can't say that in town.
No, you shouldn't.
And I mean, if you're gonna talk about it, you gotta talk a little bit in code. You want to talk about doing a guy, not, you know, fucking offing a guy.
Doing like, oh my god, that's disgusting.
I just pat him on the back. You keep that up there, buddy.
I would never do a guy. That is just wrong.
Never?
Never. God, no.
Brings me back to fucking Barry and Cody going at each other.
Never?
Alright. If you guys want to pass over this place, you can.
Yeah, there's another forest here.
Yeah. You can spend the night here, and the barkeep doesn't really seem to talk to you guys, you know? Like, you see him talking to somebody as you walk up to the bar, but as you ask for rooms, he just stares at you and takes your money and gives you a key. Doesn't really answer any questions.
Fuck, I should have bought, like, gaming sets or something.
Friendly folk around here.
Gaming set. I think I might have bought a gaming set, actually, if I remember.
You also do
No,
notice,
I did not. Never mind.
You also do notice that despite being, like, not the smallest place around, it only has a single inn. Which, for a place that, you know, is kind of important on a path, you know, like you have to go through this to get to other places, there should be more.
That's probably something that I'd overlook, character-wise. I mean,
It's a big place, though. And you guys can continue on to the Obsidian Forest. It is... Let's see here. How long is it between Cylorn and the Obsidian Forest? It's about 54 miles, so it's going to take you 2.5 days? No, you travel... Yes, 2.5 days, because you travel at about 24 miles per hour per day.
If we travel 8 hours, we can choose to go longer than that in
Then
a
you
day,
just
but
have
we risk taking a point of exhaustion. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you guys, surprisingly, are able to get through these woods unmolested. As you approach the town of Obsidian Forest, you notice that the trees start to change color around here. Normal, normal trees that were brown with green leaves, start making way to these pitch black trees. And it's not like in a haunting way, there's not a fog over the place. And, the forests aren't quiet, but it seems like a normal place for everything except that the trees and their leaves are just pure black. And the trees themselves kind of have this sheen on them, they don't look entirely wooden. Though when you touch them and break off a piece of bark, you see this, it's still wood underneath. It's like darker wood, maybe like a mahogany color underneath, but it still looks like wood.
okay. Curious
Okay.
woods, please.
Yeah, I guess I understand where the town got its name from.
Yes. Seems a bit unnatural, though, doesn't it?
I just kind of look at him. What exactly qualifies as natural?
I mean, we're in a world with green people running around stabbing people and fire being shot out of people's hands. Nothing's really natural anymore, is it?
I should point out that the rest of the foliage is still green and normal looking. There's still like berry bushes with raspberries that look normal. It's just the trees that are black.
It's probably just a different species.
I suppose he sort of wipes his hand on his front and moves on.
Alright, and you guys are able to enter the town of Obsidian Forest. Let me pull up my notes for Obsidian Forest, though I believe that 2 of 3 players have been here before in another campaign.
Not me.
No, you were here.
Nope.
Where is it? Oh, where are my notes on this? Well, I remember off the top of my head, so I'll just give a quick description from the top of my head. This is a place that looks like it's split up into 2 sections. One seems to be more residential, and one seems to be more production. Obsidian Forest kind of sits at the base of the mountain, and if you go down like maybe a few miles, you guys can like from the center of the town see across the other section. Actually, let me clarify. When I say that this place is in 2 parts, I don't mean like there's a wall dividing them. I mean like if you stand in one section, like there's one node. If you can imagine that, it's like a binary star. It's kind of like there's 2 towns that are separated by like maybe 30 minutes or an hour walk. And this town seems to be like the residential. It has the shops, it's along the main road, it has the inns, it has all the homes, and down the road seems to be where the mine is. And there's all this production around there. There's smoke coming up from that area from steel mills. You guys know that Obsidian Forest does produce a good amount of steel. It's the 2nd biggest supplier in the area on this island of steel. Well, no, it's the 2nd supplier. I think it's the biggest supplier. It's just that there's only 2 places that supply it.
Yeah, and isn't Avegazil the 2nd?
Okay.
Yes, I believe that Avechazil mines coal. No, I'm sorry, no. Avechazil mines iron, and Obsidian Forest mines coal, I believe. And it's also made into steel here.
Okay.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
So, in that little sheet about bounty thing you got there, did mention any location? Did it?
There's also about 50% dwarves and 50% humans here, like roughly, and there's not really any other races around. So some of the... And it also looks like the homes are kind of interspersed, you know? There's like some dwarven homes which are sort of shorter, and there's some human homes that are, you know, just like one story. And they're just kind of interspersed amongst each other in this residential area rather than segregated.
Cool.
Let me see. Human, brown hair, green eyes, very thin, crooked nose, male. Obsidian forest, as far as I'm aware, unless you said something very that completely
He said in the woods outside of.
in the woods outside.
So he's not in the town, per se.
Most likely not.
Maskenberry.
I think his mom came in to talk.
That's super homo. I think Cody's too.
Apparently, everybody just decided to go talk to other people. Wow, that shows us how valuable we are.
I'm sorry, I did give the wrong description. I was thinking of Vetchizil. He was right.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Okay, so this place just mines coal. Vetchizil is the one that mines iron, and then they process it into steel. So Obsidian Forest, I still have not found my notes, so let me try and remember here. I know that Obsidian Forest mines coal. There is indeed a wizard tower that is still standing near the southeast edge of town. There are walls around this entire place. It's not a terribly big place, but you know, the main road goes through here. There's gates on the south and the east end. And it kind of seems like a place that was carved out from the woods, you know? There's still woods in all directions. You know, like the trees were cut within maybe 100 feet from the walls, but past there is just black forests with green foliage.
I mean, what are the mines up in the hills?
Yes, there is still hills, and there are mines that go into those hills. And that's maybe like still a 30 or 40 minute walk away from the town. But, you know, there's like a path that leads into there that's maybe, you know, like bigger than a path. It's like a minor road. And you know, there's people coming in with carts. And there's 2 inns in town. I forget what their names are, so I'm gonna have to come up with them.
So is there anything other specific as to where he may be other than just in the woods around?
No, you guys might have to ask around.
How about the black lung and the copper pick?
One of them is the Black Boot. The Black Boot Inn.
I'm back.
I'm back. One of the inns is called the Black Boot Inn.
Good to know.
And the other is called the what's a good tavern name?
You should have a name.
The Jolly Black Lung.
Well, if you want to go, you know, old English.
The Resting Canary.
Oh.
Sure, you don't want to be the Dead Canary.
The Sleeping Canary.
No, this is the PG-13 version.
The Unconscious Canary.
No, honey. That bird's just resting.
Oh.
This is an expired. He has expired. He has moved on. He's shuffled off this mortal coil. Hangs it on the desk. And he's just pining for the fjords. Okay. I guess as we're going through, I'm gonna see if there's any kind of stuff posted outside of anywhere to see if you know,
Anyone's currently wanted, you know.
yeah, pretty much that.
Oh,
And I
there's also a lumber business. I apologize.
Oh,
let
that
you
needs
know
good money.
Yeah. I'm gonna be looking around and asking around if a man fitting our description is about.
So you're just gonna ask around the town?
Yeah. You
I'm
know,
gonna do
look
some recon. We can split up though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check then.
I will. As soon as I find it. Different sheet. Skills. Investigation.
There is a keep at the center of the town. Ooh, nice. So describe to me like who you're asking. Like, are you going up to children? Are you just asking peasants who are like carrying sacks of grain to their house? Like, who are you asking?
Well, the less busy-looking people leaning against, you know, their places, or just the more relaxed-looking folk that don't seem too hostile.
Okay. Yeah. You come up to a. What's the rest of the party doing as he's investigating?
Twitching because I really want to kill someone.
Oh, that's hot.
I'd split away from them. I'm just kind of getting a lay of the town, seeing if there's anything posted, like wanted posters, anything like that around. Just more or less just getting a lay of the land.
Okay. Why don't you give me an investigation check, and we'll deal with that after we deal with Dominic.
Never mind. Because of course.
You know,
The fucking chances.
you know what happens? You end up asking a peasant to like.
Oh, I'm not talking to anyone.
You know what happens? You're looking around here, and there's this one peasant who comes up to you, and he just starts talking about stuff and his life. And it's one of those situations where it's kind of just really awkward to leave. So he just takes up your time as he just talks about like how much he hates his wife.
And this is definitely the guy where I could pull a knife on him and he wouldn't even blink. He'd just keep on talking,
Okay,
which is even more disturbing.
and then like
I'd probably come behind and just choke the fucking guy out in the middle of the street.
and it's like, you know, you mentioned, look, I'm looking for a guy. Do you know this guy? And he's like, oh, no, but I know a guy like him, and he might know him. And then he goes talking. It turns out it's completely unrelated, and, you know, he just wastes all your time.
Awesome.
Dominic, you're asking about this guy with a description, and you come up to this, maybe this older lady who's on her porch knitting, and she looks up at you, and you're like, hey, have you found a guy who matches this description? She says, oh, yes, I think I did. Just a few days ago. It was this new man who came into town. I didn't recognize him. I know everyone in town. And he was off in a hurry somewhere.
Do you know which direction he scarpered off in?
Oh, I think that he went towards the, Oh, I think he went down that road. I couldn't quite make out what he was hearing. But I know that in that direction is the Black Boot Inn. And he's a new person in town, so maybe that was where he was staying. Honey.
Huh. Well, I do appreciate your help, ma'am.
Oh, it's no problem. She reaches up and pinches your cheek.
I murder her.
I assume
No.
you don't.
No.
I assume he does.
Okay.
No.
So yeah, that's the information that you get from this old lady and just asking about in general.
There.
While I don't, my character is not the subtle one, so he's kind of just standing in the street, not really knowing what to do. So to pass the time, he's going to pick up 3 rocks and attempt to juggle.
Give me a dexterity check.
Would that be performance?
No. because you
Okay.
are not trained in this. You're not
That's
trying
fair.
to perform to anyone. You're just trying to complete a task.
Okay, 13.
You know, it's not the worst. You're untrained, so you're only able to get 2 rocks at a time. And, you know, you fumble around when you try to introduce a third, but, you know, you feel like you're making some good progress. Maybe one day you'll know how to juggle.
I'm just gonna continue this until, like, the others come around.
Yeah, I'm gonna be making my way back and waiting for
Hey, Dominic, look at this. I can do 2 rocks. I'm juggling. Look at this.
make another check not to hit yourself.
No, you're not the DM. You can't make me do checks. Shut the fuck up.
Very,
No.
very, very.
The party meets up together.
Hey, Sebastian, look at this. Look at this.
By this point, I finally just pushed the guy over, and I'm walking away, and he's trying to follow, and I just can't be like, "Leave me the fuck alone, you weirdo!"
He knows a guy who knows a guy.
Hey, Sebastian, you need me to kill that guy.
Wait,
And, like-
don't you want to know about my sister's toe infection? It's really important to the story.
I just kind of look at the psychopath and say, "You know what? If you don't get caught, be my guest."
Wait, are you, Sebastian? Are you serious? You'll let me?
I don't even answer. I just kind of walk away just to make sure I can get away from that fucking weirdo. Keep moving. Maybe you won't see me.
Hey, I walk up to the guy like, hey, I'm willing to talk to you about this. Hey,
Oh, wonderful. Well, you're a new person, so I have to start from the beginning. All right.
How noticeable?
It was.
Please, I can bring us to a little meditation spot I have a little far out, like a
Oh,
little.
no, it's fine right here. So
How
my
noticeable
sister and
all of
I
it
were.
I insist. Please come with me.
No, it's fine just right here.
Great for telling a story.
It's
I
actually
have-
important that we're right here. That way I can show you just the building that... It's a little farther in the story, but it's that building right over there, and you'll understand when I get to it.
What is the building?
Well,
I
it's my grandmother's old house, you know, before she sold... It's a long story. Here, let me start at the
Does anyone
beginning.
does anyone live in there?
Yeah, no, it's a new person. But, again, you have to hear the story from the start, all right?
Okay,
So,
of course.
it starts with this grain shipment that came in about 2 months ago, and he, if you let him, he just talks about the most boring story imaginable.
I'm gonna just casually walk around town with him slowly, so he kind of follows me until I want to try and get to a spot where no one's looking, like an alley or something.
Give me a charisma check to do this naturally, because otherwise he might notice and might just try and stay here.
Okay, 15.
Yeah, no, he follows you a little bit. But if you want to get him in an alley, you're gonna have to do another one,
Okay.
because
What's
that
your
one's
good
a
in that 20?
he doesn't. He goes in the alley with you, and he's still talking. And so my
Okay.
sister, she just
Can I
she
look around and
starts
see if there's
sleeping with
anyone?
the landlord. I'm like, sis, you don't even need
Is there
those
anyone
shoes.
around? Like, is there anyone on either side of the alley that I could see or hear or anything?
No.
No? Okay. Let me look at what I have. Can I... How frail does this man look?
Also, I'm assuming he was human.
Yes.
I figure a dwarf wouldn't want to talk that dumb rat shit, but, you know.
Around average.
Round average?
He doesn't
Like,
look.
okay.
He doesn't look particularly frail or strong.
Okay.
Oh boy.
I don't know if I want to punch him out or if I want to strangle him.
Are we just watching him do this?
Oh no, I don't know if you followed him, but I did, and I went to the end to go get away
I
from
did-
that.
Let's
Yeah, I
let's
followed you.
let's handle what the other two are doing before
Yeah.
this goes on.
Okay.
So other two,
Yeah,
you're together.
I followed Sebastian, knowing full well that that's probably not going to end the best.
I think at this point I don't even care. I would just like until we get there, I'm just complaining about that guy. Like, Good gods, I've never heard somebody just go on about absolutely fucking nothing. He was on for like a half an hour. I don't care about his fucking sister's toe infection.
My condolences.
I don't even think I noticed that it's just the two of us until we get to the end. And then I'm just kind of turning around, I'm like, wait, weren't there three of us?
There was. You know where he is.
And I just kind of shake my head, no, why? Did he go somewhere?
The chatty guy didn't follow you. He's not behind us.
And about this point, Sebastian, what are you doing? Ethan.
Ethan, yes. I am going to just, like, whenever he turns away from me...
Oh, he keeps eye contact.
Like, I'm just wondering if he ever turns away from me to, like, point at something or a direction or something. No? Okay. So I'm just kind of standing there. And then I'm going to just bop right under the chin, and then with my action and the bonus action, I can also attack twice. So I'm just going to bop in the face.
Go ahead and roll for it.
Okay.
God.
Fuck, okay. Attack. Would this be advantage or normal because of surprise, or?
Let's see if he's surprised. Yeah, he's surprised.
Okay.
How could somebody do this?
Okay.
Alright. You said you were hitting him twice?
I'm hitting him twice, yes. I'm going to attack again.
Holy shit.
I think the guy's dead.
Oh, but that's...
An 11.
Okay, yeah, no. You knock him out. He's just like... And so then the doctor comes by, and he's important later. Trust me. And then you just punch him in the face. And he just goes down like a
We're
sack
gonna
of
need a
potatoes.
doctor after this. And I just I'm like, oh, he went out already. And then I just like pick him up and I kind of start strangling, like blood strangle him.
Okay.
You pick him up.
All right. You can strangle him to death if you would like.
I would love to.
And he hear-
He is
Thank
dead.
you.
You're in an alleyway. It doesn't seem like anybody noticed you. His chest no longer rises and his heartbeat is gone.
I mean, I wish this was much more entertaining than it was, good sir, but there are people around. We're in a city. I'm just gonna, you know what? This money is just gonna go to waste. I'm gonna take your money. I'm gonna take his money.
Not even gonna give him a handy?
No.
Damn.
He has 5 copper on him.
Okay, I take the 5 copper, and as soon as I have it, I just casually walk away. With a little skip in my step, like, with just a big smirk on my face. Like a kid who just got candy.
Okay, you just leave him in the alleyway.
Gave him the option. So he took it.
He's allowed to do what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck did you expect from me? They didn't actually tell me where they were going, so I'm just gonna skip around town for a while until I find them.
Yeah, there.
Okay. So, other two, you're at the inn now. I believe.
Yes, we're searching for the guy of like description.
Yeah, I guess. I'm assuming you probably tell me what the person told you.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess we can.
heading this way towards the Black Boots, you know.
I guess we could go inside and, ask.
Yeah. Seemed like a plan.
Oh, by the way,
Investigation check.
This
I never...
isn't a bad place to take the first break.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna ask because I have food.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
Let's take our first break. We'll be right back.
And since this isn't